Hello everyone, hello, how are you? Excuse me 2 seconds. Right, I was just eating a hobnob biscuit. I was quickly shoving it in and the crumbs got in the back of my throat and it was like, I've got 3 seconds to cough or clear my throat and it wasn't going to happen. Good morning, Laurie. Good morning, Gillian, as well. You were both here, and Therese, before I even went live, I think. Hello to Lynn as well, and Nova and Jacqueline. Hope you're all well. Hope you can watch all, but may have to come and go. Don't worry, Nova. That's absolutely fine. Meet, please tell me phonetically how I'm saying your name from Denmark. Hello to you. Lynn Harrison, good morning. And Angela Mitchell, hello. Can only watch a bit, then catch up later. Absolutely, you can catch up. That's fine. Claire, good morning to you as well. That's everyone at the moment on YouTube. Let me just pop over to Facebook and say good morning to you. Good morning, Rosalind. You were first in. I hope you're well. And Vicky as well. And Deborah. Jenny Bayliss, hello. Alison Blake, good morning. And Jeanette and Lynn Stubbington. Julie, good morning. And Christine Howard. How are you all? Are you having a good week? I know I ask this every time, but it's the middle of the week. How's it going? It's been a good one. How's mine been so far? Okay, so so my father-in-law was poorly at the weekend. He's in hospital again. He had a stroke, unfortunately, so that's not so good. But yesterday my husband visited him and he was sitting up and talking, and he has regained movement on the side of his body. Besides, his speech is still bad, but his body, he can lift his arms and everything, so that's brilliant. He's hopefully bouncing back a little bit, so that's good. Good morning, Catherine and Tracy on Facebook. What else has happened? No, I'm not full of cold. Well, I say I'm not full of cold. I do feel a bit. I'm pretending I'm not, Angela, and then it won't happen. If I am, it's my daughter's fault. She's had one. Death by hobnob, almost. Honestly, Claire, if I had to wait another 5 seconds before saying hello, I think I'd have been gone. That would be it. But yeah, otherwise, I think I've had a really good week. I have made some YouTube videos. I do them early in the morning, so I get them really, really early, usually about 6, half 6, get on my desk before work starts at 9, and I get my YouTube videos filmed. So yeah, so I'm usually not quite as sprightly as this on my videos. But I've just filmed, well, one went out yesterday that everyone's loving. It's a new technique, so make sure you check that out on YouTube if you've not already. Hello to Adele, good morning. And shall I show you a peek of the card that I made? I did this yesterday morning, and this one is going to be going out tomorrow as a tutorial. So I really love it. That's all I'm doing. It's really, really beautiful. It says beautiful on it, so really pleased with that. So yeah, and I've just filmed some Christmas colour combinations in the video for you. So that will be going out on Saturday. So yeah, it's been a good week, Okay, so shall we get crafting today? Yeah, he's making good progress. It sounds like whatever they've given him in the hospital, Claire, is working. So we're going to be making Christmas cards. I was going to do one, but I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do two, because I'm going to do the same card, 2 different colour combinations, just so that you can see that switching up the colours makes so much difference. There might be a few other things I switch as well, but it won't be too much. I'm going to use, for the most part, non-Christmas themed products, because I know some of us aren't so keen on buying Christmas products, or we don't always have everything, so these might be things that you've already got in your stash. Because I know when it comes to buying product, actually you want to go with what you're going to use the most, get the most money out of. So I've got things like, I've got a polka dot embossing folder. I have got a poinsettia, or poinsettia, lots of people say it differently, but poinsettia embossing folder as well. So this is Christmassy, but I think that could be things like daisies and such as well. I've got a range of different items here that I may or may not use. I'm definitely going to be using the frames. I just actually need to check. Yeah, I just needed to check that the frame. See, that's huge. It might be too big. I might have to use this one. So this is actually from my floral script collection. It's the Build a Frame set. And it's got a number of different dies in it, and they're actually obviously much larger than you see on the packet. So I'm going to be using those, bringing those out, because they've sort of sat in a drawer for a long time and they're still available on Craft Stash. So I think they are. Oh, I should have double checked that really. I've also got my Paris Romance flowers. I think these will make some really nice festive foliage. I've got a script I might use, and then I've actually bought in some sentiments. So this one is a magazine. There's a stamp on top there. I must have used it and put it back in the wrong place. This came on the front of a magazine a while ago. I want to say over a year ago. But these are now available as a download. I think you have to go to Craft World and they're there somewhere. So you can actually download and print them off if you want to. So anyway, so there's some of the things I've grabbed, and I may well run off and grab more as we go through. But the first things I want to do is colour blend. Obviously, use my Distress Inks and Oxides. Thank you so much with the card. Yeah, so that's going out tomorrow, 4:30, something like that, on YouTube. Thank you, Therese and Nova. Must get out Magnolia again. I know. I love my Magnolia die, but I can't use it with all of you until, of course, it comes back in stock. Fingers crossed it will. Thank you so much, Julie. You love the new technique. Rosalind, gorgeous card. Thank you. Right, Jeanette's having a good week. Her son's home from uni for a week. Oh, that's lovely. Is he on sort of half? Is it like a half term sort of thing? Well, my daughter's actually got a reading week. I think that's what they call it, isn't it? Next week or the week after from uni. So she'll be here every day. She's pretty much here most days anyway, but she'll definitely be home every day. Okay. So let's do a bit of ink blending for festive Christmas. I've got my mat here. Excuse the light. Oh, so studio update. Oh, do you know which edition and which magazine stamp set came with, Lou? Oh, now you're asking. It was actually sent to me recently. Oh, no. Hang on, bear with me. Okay, if you can just sit and look at this for a minute. I'm going to find that out. I should have found that out before. I apologise. Don't think it will say on here. No, it doesn't say on here. It was, like I say, it was about a year ago. It would have been creative stamping. Just bear with me because I'm going to have a look. Let me see. On my work chat, I know I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Now, when was this? Let me look at this. Bear with me. I'm trying to find this out for you. Right, that's not the right one. I need to go way back. No. That's not the right one. I will have a look. Does anyone else know which edition these came from? So it was this, and then there was a whole sheet of stamps. I'm going to find the link on Craft World for you. I think that'll be the easiest thing. Am I logged into Craft World? Okay, downloadables. If you go to downloadables on Craft World, are you thinking you may actually have the magazine already? I think what I'll do is I will pop this into the chat afterwards, if that's okay. Save me searching for it now. I will find out after the live and I'll pop it into the chat. I'm scrolling through Craft World now because I know there was a digital download available, but I don't know where it is, so I apologise. Okay, so I'm going to move on, but I will put it afterwards which edition it is. Is that okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Right, so let's do the ink blending first of all. I'm going to go with my favourites first of all. So it's going to be these three: Peacock Feathers, Uncharted Mariner and Black Soot. Now I've got myself 5x7 card base, two 5x7 card bases. Let me just see what you can see. There we go. And I've used this set. This is an absolute godsend, honestly. I'm not even religious, but it is. So this is obviously from Craft Stash, Creative Craft Products. So it's the Rapid Cards 5x7 card builder set. But it has lots of mats and layers in it, and it has tabs. It has these strips here are actually scoring dies. I hope it's still available, but it has scoring dies. I'm not sure if I can pull them out, but they have stitch detail in them like this. So you've got a cross stitch, a single line stitch. I'm not sure what the other design is. Oh yeah, so like, yeah, cross, zigzag and single line stitch. and lots of other banners and things. But it's one that I just bring out all the time, and that's what I cut these layers with. So these layers actually do have a little bit of stitch detail around the edge. We probably won't really see that by the time I've ink blended. But right, let's get on. Peacock feathers first. So I'm going to go with, what do you call it, radial, where it's sort of going from the centre out. That sort of ink blending rather than strips. I got it free on a magazine. Gillian, yes, I did as well. I've got that sentiment stamp, creative stamping last year. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I made it to a live. Hello, Maria. I'm so glad you made it. Oh, Alison's got me on the big telly. Well, thankfully for you, Alison, you're not seeing my face this morning because you don't want that big on your telly. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you? I hope you're well. So I'm going to go in the middle. Some of my brushes, okay, I'll be honest with you. I did wash all my brushes and it's made a huge difference. It's brilliant. Lots of my ink blending is much smoother now across a lot of my ink pads, but a few of the brushes just still have that stiffness about them. This is one of them, and you can actually see when you look at the bristles compared to that, you can see that they're clumping together. So I need to do a bit more investigation into what is causing that and how to fix it if it can be fixed, because I certainly don't want to be replacing brushes too often. They're just, you know, they should be a tool that lasts forever. So I will investigate, and if I find anything out that's helpful, I will let you know. But this is why I get these lines and not the perfect blending that I'd like. So let's do peacock feathers around the middle, Uncharted Mariner outside of that. You can see, I think you can see that stitched edge a little bit better now. Let's see, lots of people saying studio. Oh, sorry, I do need someone to just nudge me every time I say studio update, and then I forget what I'm saying. Hi Sam, good morning. If it's creative stamping, Rosalind, you should have it. Yeah, hopefully you have it. Studio update, it has been plastered. I'm so pleased with it. It's amazing how much of a difference plastering can make, because it's all of a sudden you can actually see the space properly, because you don't see any of the nasty holes in the walls and, you know, the plasterboard edges, the wires and all this sort of stuff. So you actually see it as a room. It's much easier to visualize. Now, it's all plastered, it's drying, but obviously it is a room that's at the moment inside a garage, and we haven't yet insulated the outside of the walls there. So it is cooler at the moment, and with this damp weather, it's taking a little while to dry, but I have to admit it's drying quicker than I expected. I thought it would be a couple of weeks, because this time well, actually not this time, in winter last year, I think it was around about January, February time, we had the ensuite in my daughter's room plastered, and it took about 3 weeks to thoroughly dry. Oh, I'm the most impatient person in the world, and it drove me batty, but it did dry eventually. But this is I think by Saturday it will be dry and ready for me to put a coat of paint on. Once I've painted it, then I can lay the flooring, which we've got and is all ready to be laid, waiting to be laid, which will take a day, that's all. And then I can start moving furniture in, really. I'm going to decide whether I need to build any shelves anywhere before I put too much furniture in, because if I do, I'll want to paint them all white as well. So yeah, it's getting there. I think 2 or 3 weeks and I will be in there. I hope. I'm so excited. Okay, so Uncharted Mariner around the edge there. Let me see. How are we doing? Because I'm getting the usual sort of, oh, it's not working, but how do you wash your brushes? Now, I actually put them all in the washing machine. There's a short on YouTube that shows how I put them all in the washing machine. And for the most part, it all worked brilliantly, except I forgot that I had labels on them. So they all came off in the machine. So I do get little bits of paper everywhere now and then. But yeah, it seemed to work for the most part. 1 or 2 of them haven't quite cleaned as much as probably needed. Is everyone okay with the picture and the sound? because I was being told that it wasn't working properly, but I think it was. I think it's kidding me. So now I'm going to go with black around the outside of this and just a little tiny bit along the edges and in the corners. It looks quite dark on the camera, but it's actually, this is quite a bright green. And while it's wet, you still get those blend marks at the moment. Maybe I should have gone an even brighter colour in the middle, but never mind. We're going to put pops of gold on this, which will be nice. All right, just pop this. I only ever use this one of my smaller brushes for my black because I very rarely do a large area with the black. There we go. Okay, I think that's all nicely blended in. Like I say, on Saturday I've got a new colour blending video going up. Not the so this evening there's going to be, what was that colour? Spiced marmalade, possibly, or is that one just bean? Not speckled egg, that's been, maybe it's spiced marmalade. I don't know. I can't remember what colour's going up. I thought it was a blue. Something's going up this evening, a colour combination. Yes, my washing was fine after I used the washing machine, Lynn. Absolutely fine, not a problem at all. I did, to be fair, I always wipe off the excess of my brushes anyway. So I put them all in. I put them all inside a pillowcase, and the pillowcase caught some of the inks and things, so that was all okay. So on Saturday I've got a Christmas colour combination video, so there'll be all the 5 different combinations using distress inks and oxides that are Christmas themed, just to help some of you if you're thinking about doing your backgrounds on your Christmas cards. Hello Caroline, how are you? I hope you're well as well. Let me see, who else have we got? Gillian's got the electrician coming today, then Monday the joiner starts to install new fitted units, and then it will be days sorting out where I can, yeah, I think Sam and I have both found that it's actually, well, I haven't yet, but I'm anticipating it's going to be weeks and a lot of hard work actually getting everything back in place and sorting and organising. It sounds like fun, but actually I think it's going to be quite hard. Okay, so there we go. I've got my first background. That's going to sit onto my card like so. I might actually glue that down now. Yeah, oh good, oh good, I'm glad. I think it's just it's telling me again there's a problem with it. I don't know what the problem is. It's got a big red cross as if to say I'm not streaming anymore. It's not on Facebook or YouTube, it's actually on the program that I'm using. So I don't know what its problem is. And now it's gone green again. So see, by using these 5x7 nesting dies, this rapid card set, that one that I've cut out is the perfect size, matte and layer, for my card base. Okay, so I've got that one, and then I'll do one more as well. Love those colours, thank you. You're welcome, Therese. You saw speckled egg. You saw speckled egg. Mm. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I probably just did speckled egg, and then spiced marmalade is coming up next, perhaps. I've got it all behind me. Hang on. Yeah, it'll be spiced marmalade. The next one will be spun sugar, which is a very, very pale pink. Right, because I'm doing 2 cards, I'm going to do a second. Shall I do this one? Do you know what? I think I'm going to do this one. Oh, I meant to emboss that before I glued it on. It's too late now. Never mind. Right. So I'm going to do this one in lines instead of in the radial pattern. So try to use the similar techniques for both cards, but try and make them very different. Or quite different. So how many cards has everyone done ready for Christmas? Or is that a silly question already? Obviously I'm making loads. And I'm actually going to give them out this year as well. I don't tend to post many cards, but I do like to hand give some. I'm just really bad at, you know, it's like busman's holiday, isn't it? When you do it all year when it comes to having to sit down and make lots of them for things. It's just like, oh, really? Do I have to? But I've been saving any Christmas card that I make through the year, and I'm going to be using it, giving away to friends and family. So I started with festive berries. It seemed appropriate to use festive colours, or festive named colours. Then I'm going with aged mahogany. This one's starting to dry. I actually had a look online for some re-inkers. Unfortunately, because Craft Sash have recently had a big sale on their Distress Inks and Oxides, but also their re-inkers have pretty much all the stock's diminished now, so they need to stock up again. So I couldn't get the ones I needed. I use aged mahogany a lot. I use speckled egg a lot. That one probably do a topping up. In fact, the worst one is tattered rose. I know it's a very pale colour, but it's ever so dry. So I really need to. I mean, at worst case, I'll just buy a new ink pad but I'd rather refill it. Right, so let's blend these two together. Doesn't aged mahogany look quite brown here against the bright red of festive berries, I think. So let's put a bit more on. I don't want the white peeking through. Let's see, you prefer winter style cards. You've made the most I've ever made. 80! Wow, well done. Now, are you actually going to send all 80 cards, or will you have some left over for next year? Caroline, you've been making since January. Not sure of the exact numbers. I've been given quite a few. I have given quite a few away, but over 100 cards. I must admit, I've not counted how many I've got, and I'll probably only give about 10 cards anyway. Sam always sends me a nice card. I'm yet to send her any. She's probably used to it now. One day. I did have big plans to make Sam a really nice new home card. Just didn't get round to it. I knew it was going to take me a good couple of days to make this card the way I wanted to, and it just didn't happen. So sorry, Sam, not happening. Okay, and I'm going to go with black soot again on this one at the bottom. That's why I've brought the aged mahogany down so low. I think black soot's underrated. Just black in ink blending at all is very much underrated. There we go. Not as happy with the blending on this one, but we'll see what it looks like. I will emboss this one. Well, first of all, I will do a nice spritz. Actually, something I did earlier which looked really nice. Let's do this. Lots of water. Lots and lots of water. And just leave that for a moment. And then dry. Right, excuse the heat gun. Made loads of Christmas cards, but not made the special ones yet. So would they be bigger? Lots more time spent on them? Jeanette's still finishing birthday cards, never mind Christmas. I know. Who's late? Stacey, don't worry. Sorry I'm late. I was just ordering the Tonic Bits and Bob's box die set. There's 50 odds of dies in it, and it is like square boxes that have drawers in, so you can stack them up. So can't wait to get them. Oh wow, sounds cool. Sounds very cool. Longina, is that how I say your name? Good morning. Hello to Maria. Hope you're well. Keeps ghosting on me for only for seconds. Oh, okay. Well, a few seconds. Hopefully, you can get away with. Now I'm just looking for a little bit of sort of watermarks here, like this. I like that. There we go. So that's made that blend much better. All dry. Okay. Let's run this through. Shall I run this through with the dots or the poinsettia. I'm going to do this entire card with the dots because I forgot to do it. Earlier. I'll see how that works. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Good morning, Jeanette Hughes, and to Rachel Whitehorn as well, and to Caroline Watty. Sorry, I've not seen you. Yeah, Facebook is always a little bit of a pain, unfortunately. I think it's a Facebook issue. If I go live on YouTube on its own, I don't have a problem. It does seem to be Facebook that's always a problem. I've made a start on my Christmas cards, but no family ones yet. They take longer. Yeah, they do, don't they? Now, this, I've got a feeling this embossing folder is actually quite thick. So I'm going to take a clear plate out first and see how that goes. I'm sorry about last week. We were busy playing and then it just cut out. Don't know why. I don't know what the issue was. Oh, that felt perfect, actually. But we were just playing. It was one of those days, wasn't it, where I just felt like, I can't remember what I was doing. I was fiddling around with something, showing you. Oh, goodness me. What was I doing last week, everyone? Can you remember? I've done so many videos since as well. Oh, Paula. Good morning, everyone. Joining from Barbados. Oh, well, that sounds awful, Paula. So happy you could join the live. Just got back from my morning walk. Oh, beautiful. Was that a walk on the beach? What are your plans for the day? Make us all jealous. I forgot there's sticky stuff on the back of this embossing folder. And it's stuck to the card. There we go. I'll have to put something on the inside to cover that over. But there we go. So that's nice. That's pretty. I like that. So they're dots. And let's do the poinsettia this time before I put it on the card. I always really like the look of them once they're inside. I will, excuse me, I've still got a hobnob in my throat. Anyone who's just joining me, as I went live, literally as I went live, excuse me, I decided to shove, oh, that's not enough. I decided to shove a hobnob biscuit, a very oaty biscuit if you're not in the UK, into my mouth. Quickly try and eat it. I had the munchies and it tried to choke me. And then you get biscuit in the back of your throat. And I sort of said, hello, and had to cough. Heat embossing and foiling, of course it was. All the different foiling techniques with the laminator. That's right. Some bits worked, some didn't. But it was nice to have a play. Isn't it? I did enjoy playing with that, and I will explore more and do a proper YouTube video so you can refer back to it, how it should work as well. There we go. So we've got poinsettias on that one there. Okay, put those aside. Let's have a clean up. Got a busy day today. Lots and lots of videos to get filmed for Craft Stash. My next door neighbour, I believe she's having, she's an elderly dear, I don't want to go and bother her, but I think she's having cavity wall insulation done. Is that noisy, where they pump it in? Has anyone had that before? Because it's ever so noisy. They were drilling lots yesterday. I'm doing it with my sleeve, ignore me. They were drilling lots yesterday, and then they were pumping something today, and I just think, I don't know what they're doing, but it's ever so noisy. So that was a bit of an interruption yesterday. Although it didn't pick up on the microphone, it was just really distracting trying to film videos and talk with that. And the drilling was just going through my brain, just vibrating lots. Good morning, Tez from soggy Normandy. This rain is relentless, but it's a good excuse to stay in and just craft. 100%, absolutely. I use that excuse. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's too windy, it's too wet, it's too dry. But at least the winds have died down. I don't like wind. We didn't get any damage from it or anything, but I don't know. There's just something about wind. I think it's because you can't, I've done it upside down. I think it's because you can't see the wind that it makes it more scary. Does that make sense? Because it's invisible and it's all of a sudden the noise is just there. Right, okay, so we've taken a while, but we've finally got 2 backgrounds. We can now put the ink blending bits away and move on to, see, I love that bit. It's just so big. So I think what I'm going to do is frame a gold. I want to do gold on this one, I think. So I've got all sorts. I don't need acetate today. Ooh, that's a nice. I think that gold would go nicely on that one. Have I got? I don't think I've got a big enough bit of shiny gold. I've got silver. These are all my scraps. I need some more mirror card. You know, like proper shiny mirror card. I need some more of that. I think what I might. Oh, what's that? That would look gorgeous, I think. Now the only trouble is this. This is a Sizzix Opulence cardstock, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't cut very well. It die cuts, but if there's detail, I don't think it die cuts brilliantly. So let's have a go. Paula, just to walk around my neighbourhood. Glad I was able to. We've been having a lot of much needed rain the past few days. I have to go to work today, but the office is right in front of the beach. Oh, it does sound terrible, Paula. I'm very jealous. Living your best life by the sounds of it. No, how's that? Oh, it may have cut all right, actually. I'll take it back. If it has. It's worth saving that, isn't it? Let's see. Ah, yeah, see, it's the detail. You need to, I mean, it all pops out, but it kind of, because of the glitter on this cardstock, it does cling on to itself. Let's then do the other one from this. So I really wanted to do the big hexagon one, but that will just totally be too big. So we'll go with this one instead. Tez, the wind was so scary we lost a huge pine tree and our power went off for 33 hours. Wow, Tez, whereabouts are you? Where are you? Yeah, I mean, ours wasn't that bad. Although the school did close, that morning they decided, when was it? It was one day last week, wasn't it? Was it the Thursday maybe? I can't remember. But that morning the school decided it was going to close because basically the school was extremely affected by the floods that we had the previous week. And I think they were just, there was a lot of people still very nervous about that. There were a lot of children stranded at the school for quite a while. And I think the school, with the threat of extra rain on top of the wind, I think they were just being really cautious for the sake of the parents who are still quite traumatised by what happened the week before. So I kind of get why they closed this time. I have lost my pokey tool, and I've also lost my ruler as well. So I'd imagine they're probably both together somewhere. No idea where. But the minute I'm using, I definitely haven't got it, have I? I haven't found it yet. It's my white one that came in the Made to Surprise craft kit. So yeah, the school closed, so we had... Oh, Tez, you're in Normandy. Sorry, you did say. Apologies. Yeah, it was really bad over the English Channel, wasn't it? Over that way. So the South Coast, Sam got it as well. I don't think she was affected by it, thankfully. We weren't too bad. I think we were predicted quite a lot of rain and the high winds. It was windy, don't get me wrong, it was very windy, but not enough to really cause any damage. The rivers did come up again quite a bit because they're already high from the previous week, plus all the ground around here is totally saturated with water after the floods. So yeah, it was not as bad as predicted, thankfully. Hello, Helena. Sorry you're late. Please don't apologise. Pop in and out whenever you feel. I don't mind. I'm just here. If I didn't set a date and time for me to be here every week, I'd end up finding other things I needed to do and I'd never get here. So only join me if you can. No stress. That's pretty together, yeah. So I'm going to put the golds, these on. Just popping these bits out, like I say, it's this Opulence cardstock. If you get a really detailed die, you have to pop It's probably the same for a lot of, to be fair, a lot of glitter cardstocks. I just found this one. It looks stunning because it's not overly sparkly. It's just a really nice shimmer. It's very elegant, but it's a bit of a pain to cut. And this isn't even a particularly detailed die. There we go. Okay, so let's get rid of these for a moment and decide what I'm going to do next, because I haven't worked anything else out. Have a tidy up. My son's preschool used to have a little song when it was tidy up time. Cool, funny enough, called tidy up time. I won't sing it to you all. Okay. So that's going to go on there. That one's going to go on there. Now, I would love to put those on with foam, but there's absolutely no way I feel like cutting 2 lots of foam in that shape and popping it all out. So I'm not going to. Kobe, don't worry. You're late as well. Travelling to Oz in a motorhome after a week parked in a sheep paddock, now in a caravan park and live. Is it live on just after a long hot shower? Well, I'm glad you're back to some sort of, I guess, normality, is it? But enjoy your trip. Diane, sorry you're late again. Don't worry. I do not worry at all if anyone's late. I really don't. But lovely to have you here with me. I'm going to have to see translation. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Longina, is it Longina? I don't want to be mispronouncing your name. I apologise. I'm terrible with pronunciations. You lay creative foam, then everything comes out nicely. Ah, okay. I'll have to try that. Rachel, we had a tidy up song at our toddler group. Wonder if it's the same song. Yeah, I'm not going to be singing it. Absolutely. I know. I've done it. Look, Lynn. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's got a bit of air in it still. Good morning from cold, wet Wingfield. Hello, Elaine. How are you? The embossing folder is actually Card Making Magic, Jeanette. It's poinsettias. Yeah, it is beautiful. They're both beautiful. Right, now what do I do next? We're going festive, but I don't want to go too festive. Can I just draw your attention to this, because I'd forgotten all about it, and I better just check it is still in stock first of all. But this this die set is absolutely brilliant. Let me just type it in and check before I talk to you all about it. Check it is still here. Yep, it's still in stock, $18.99. Obviously you get VIP discount. This is a scroll. It's a large, look at the size of it. I don't know which way you'd want to use it, but you can use it. This is going to make brilliant Christmas cards as well, because of course you could cut this from sort of an aged style paper and put like a naughty and nice list on it, a stamp and image. It could be music paper, that sort of scroll, you know, Santa's list, but it could be wedding invitations, things like that. And then included with it, which is something that I don't use enough, there's this die. Now this die will cut out, hang on, let's get this the right way round. It will cut out a pattern into the scroll. That was the idea, that it was going to cut out this really nice mesh pattern inside, because it actually cuts out, there's no outline. So it'll just cut into the scroll. But this is just beautiful to use on its own anyway, if you want some texture. So I grabbed this thinking I might do that sort of Christmas themed card with it, but I'm not going to today now. I just picked up anything that I thought would work for Christmas. So I've got some florals here, but I've also got my floral script ones here. So I think I might use some of these cut from gold. Shall I do a big one? One big one. That'd be quite big though, wouldn't it? It would be too big. It would be too big. I love my floral scripts. Right, okay, so these are all tiny little pieces. We'll see what we can do with them. Why did I decide to do 2 cards? So what have we got? We've got this one. Let's cut all of these out. And I've taped some of the bits together, but I always end up separating them to cut different colours anyway. So it didn't really work very well. Let's cut everything. Little leaf in there. I don't think Sam's live today, actually. Insomnia in Michigan, USA. Stumbled across your live event. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you're here as well. If you're into card making, paper crafting, then hopefully you find something here that will interest you. JC, I'm not sure of your name, but JC, hello. So just popping these through. Therese, glad I'm not the only one who leaves tape on their dies. Oh God, all the time. All the time. Well, I'm going to use them again. Right. Let's pop these bits off. Oh, they're well and truly stuck to my plate. These have some beautiful detail in them. But I'm just thinking gold silhouettes are going to look particularly nice. I might actually need to cut a different type of gold for these ones because I'm really going to struggle, I think, with that shimmer card, cutting all these little pieces out. Let's get the bits out of the cardstock yesterday. So we had a salesman come round last night because we've just had fascias, gutters, soffits done. Usually very unexciting things, but needs doing. The company come round just to check that you're happy with everything, sort of to try and sell you more products, obviously. We expected that. The man that came round, funnily enough, was, I mean, the company is based over an hour away, but the man that came round, his daughter is in my son's school year. How random. It was coincidence. He obviously lives locally, which is why he was chosen to come here. Oh, the salesman pictures are hilarious, aren't they? Has anyone had sort of like a double glazing salesman, anything like that recently round there? Trying to, you know, they come with a quote. You might ask them to give you a quote or whatever, and they do the whole, I've just got to phone my manager, and then, oh, my manager said, well, you can have this. Oh, it's so corny. I really don't enjoy that at all. Right, so I think they're all the gold pieces, little gold bits. And then let's do the same with, I don't know if I should do some shimmer. Should we try and see what we can get? I think my dog's snoring. Either the dog's snoring or there's people outside talking. I'm not quite sure which. Right, I'm not going to get many on this one. Ooh, put that inside my die cutting machine. It's my favourite flowers. I have to cut them in gold. Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to look beautiful. I'm just going to do one colour. Change to YouTube as Facebook keeps cutting out. Honestly, Facebook does seem to have a lot of issues. Don't know why. Let's see if put the lid back. Oh yeah, I know, I did it. Let's scroll down. Sam's not live, hasn't got a good signal. No, so Sam's been video calling and checking the signal, but it's quite funny. It's like, no, it's not working. I can't hear you. No, it's still blurry. Are you there? She'll get it sorted. I know she's got things on their way to get it sorted, so hopefully it won't be long. But thankfully, she doesn't actually have a live launch until next week. So has she even announced that yet? Sam, if you're still there, have you told anyone about your next launch? I'm sure she'll all be sorted. I hope she's all sorted for them because I'm actually off next Friday. Thursday and Friday next week, I will be off. It's my husband's birthday on Friday. Here you go, everybody, help me. What on earth do I get my husband for his birthday? Now, he always does. So if I don't particularly ask for something for my birthday, he will get me the usual. So obviously flowers, perfumes, smellies. I love things like slippers, snuggly jumpers. I always think I'm quite easy to buy for. Scarves, gloves this time of the year as well. I'm happy with any of those. And he'll get me a sort of a random selection of those. And if I've asked for something, obviously a main gift. I have no idea what to get him. He gave me one idea, and that was some new slippers. And my mum's stolen that. She's gone and got them for him. So, now what do I get him? I just don't know. And I know none of you know my husband, but Why are men so difficult to buy for? Right, so this is as I expected. These are difficult. The detail in them is difficult. I give up with that one. Someone said to me recently in a live, well, you're so patient popping all those bits out. Well, this is my non-patience. Now I'm wondering whether this would actually look nice teamed with, oh, here's some more glitter. I've got some more. Which ones would come out well? They came out well. We didn't try this one, did we? Yeah, so if anyone has any other suggestions for men that's really cool, please let me know. I'm baffled. Let's do one of those. Okay, so this isn't very exciting, everybody. I should have done this die cutting earlier, but I didn't. Placing that on there. And if anyone else knows as well where the Sizzix chrome base plate, let me check Craft Stash. I haven't got it before I ask, in case it's come back in stock. Chrome. No, the Sizzix chrome base plate. If anyone knows where it's in stock, please let me know, because I can't find it anywhere and I think I need it. Run this through once more. So far, besides the poinsettia embossing folder, I've not actually used anything that's Christmassy. Right, pop these. I like popping things out with my fingers. It's so much easier. Look at this. These shapes pop out beautifully. That one. I think we're well going to overrun today. I hope none of you mind. I have got work to be getting on with, so hopefully it won't be too long. But just thinking, I do need to pop all these flowers together, layer them up, put a sentiment on there, so could be a little while longer. Right, let's see. Lou, will you be stocking the Gorgeous Magnolia half-tone stamp? Oh, I really hope so, Julie. It sells out within days every time. Oh, I think, let me see if it's on, I think it'll be back on order again, but I'm not sure whether it's been dispatched from the factory yet. So let me have a look, because if it's been dispatched from the factory, I can give you a rough kind of guideline. Make sure I can spell Magnolia. Let's have a look. That's gone. I can't see that it's been dispatched again from the factory, so I don't think so. No. Oh yeah, we're in November now, aren't we? No, I can't see that any have been dispatched from the warehouse, so it'll be a little while if and when we do get it in again. Sorry, but as soon, honestly, as soon as it comes back in, I'll shout again, because so many people miss out. It just flies. However, early next year, I do have another stamp and die set coming out. It's actually a spring collection. Oh, this one's annoying me. It's a spring collection, so yeah, I think early next year it'll be coming out, and that has got another half-tone element to it. Not the same, obviously, quite different, but it's really nice, and it's stamp and die as well. So all the techniques that you can do with the Magnolia one, you'll be able to do with this one too. Okay, my patience is wearing thin with this cardstock a little bit. That thin. Oh, it came out. I just pulled it. It came out. Let's see. Yeah, that's a bit messy, that one. Right. Let's get this done. Let's do some layering. Put these away and get these cards together. Maybe I should have done one card, not two. How about a book of promises, such as cook his favourite meal? He does all the cooking. Oh, what I cooked yesterday. Take him on a date. He tears one off and gives it to you. Oh, I like that. I like that idea. Is he a DIY man? How about anything? Ah, see, he uses Milwaukee tools, and they are about £300–500 a tool. It's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. Right. Let's see if this glue's still working. I will go through all your suggestions for... Oh, Maria. I like that you do things in real time, not pre-cut, as it helps see how the... We don't cope very well, Anne. I don't cope when it doesn't go right. Beer and wine testing. He doesn't drink alcohol, Rachel. Does he have any interests? Football, just football. Me, I'd love to get him like a stadium tour of his football club as such, but it's miles away. It's like 5–6 hour drive away. It's not a local one. That would be nice. Oh yeah, so thank you everybody. I'll look through all your suggestions afterwards. Son has been home for some time, cleared out his old bedroom, so now hoping to get my own craft room. Yay! Card making is on hold though until the room's decorated, and so more so Christmas cards might have to be bought ones this year. Oh, that's a shame, but you know, you do what you have to do, and just think next year you'll have some lovely cards to offer people. Yeah, so this is the thing. My husband doesn't drink. He's literally one of these people, and I do nag him for it, but he still does it, who, if he wants something or likes something, he'll just go and buy it. Obviously, he'll ask me first if it's a lot of money. Treasure hunt in a nearby city with a meal at the end of it. They sell them. Do they? Do they? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I shall have a look. I think it might have to be some sort of experience. Because to be fair, we've both been doing the house for so long. Well, a year. It's a year today we got the keys. Did I tell anyone that? I said, Lynn, I haven't got my brother a birthday present, and his birthday was in February. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Just popping in to say hi. I'm wedding shopping with your mum. Ah, is your mum getting married? You're already married, aren't you? So is your mum getting married? Or are you both going to a wedding together? Let me know. Just because I'm nosy. I'm pretty sure you're married. Unless I've totally got that wrong. So yeah, I'll think of something for him eventually. Right, let's now I've put some of these together. Let's put this one together. So to make life easy, I'm just going to run glue around the inside of the circle. I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. And that would just be pretty with a sentiment in the middle, wouldn't it? I think. Hi Karen, don't worry about being late. Do not apologise. We all have things to get on with. I'm sure sitting down and watching Facebook is not priority for a lot of people. But yeah, Angie, I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to let us know what you get him. Oh, I don't know. It's next Thursday, which is why I'm off. That's what I was saying. I'm off Thursday and Friday next week. We have this thing where we tend to take each other's birthdays off, and this year both of our birthdays fell on a Thursday. They always fall on the same day. So this year we have taken Thursdays and Fridays off. So we did it on my birthday in September, and we're going to do it the same. Now, the Friday will no doubt be doing things around the house. But the Thursday, I told him we're absolutely not doing anything in the house. We're at least going to go out for lunch. And he said, oh, but his children, which are grown up, a lot of them, are coming round for dinner. So we can't go and have a big lunch. So not a big lunch, but we can go out for lunch and go and do something. Just get out and be adults. Adults that don't just do house renovations all the time. So I'm just scattering these around on this wreath. So it's kind of going to be quite a monochrome card, really. Need another bit here, don't we? Definitely. And one there. And then all these lovely little pieces, just lovely little shapes that look like petals and things. This was one I got angry with, I think, and pulled it. So Can I use it? If I can get that little bit out, I think I can use it. I don't think I can. Mostly, oh, I got it. I got it. There's another little bit there. There we go. It's usable, I think. Where do I want this to go? Let's put this one here. Okay, I think one there. Now I've cut all these pieces out, I want to make sure I use them. With more time, I would have liked to have raised some of these up with maybe some foam pads. That would have been pretty. Let's just tuck a few little balls. So what are we thinking about this one? I think it works. There we go. Okay, what about the theatre with dinner? Yeah, nice nails. I get mine done Friday and can't wait. My poor hands. I know. Hands just get ruined when you're renovating, decorating, anything like that. Theatre, yeah, I can have a look at a show. It'd be nice to go down to London. We actually went to see Lion King a little while ago and that was so lovely. Okay, so there's one. Let's do this red one as well. So I think one of these I'm going to splat some white paint or white ink and one I'm going to splat gold. Which way should I do it, do you think? Which one gold, which one white? How lovely. I should be making Christmas cards, but instead I'm making blanks to fit any spare envelopes I have laying around. Yeah, but that makes sense because then you work on the blanks, don't you? Know you've got the envelope. That makes perfect sense to me. So I think this is going to be a pretty similar layout. Actually, let's go with this one. Let's go from the centre, the bottom up. Point of difference. Let's see how that looks. Who was it that requested Christmas cards? I'll have a word with you. I can't remember, someone asked for it. Pop this one in here. Have I got another big? I don't have another large. Oh well. That one there. And that one there. Blue with gold. Okay, splat the gold over the blue and then white over the red ones. Presumably. Oh, that works. There we go. Rapidly running out of flower heads here. Layer some of these nice little shapes up on top. So these are layering flowers. You don't have to layer them because they do have some really pretty shapes to them anyway. Let's make this one a little bit different. Ah, that one. Put that over there. Sorry, I'm going quiet. I'm sort of concentrating. My daughter's going to be doing her pieces now. Now it's 11 o'clock because she's just come home this morning from being at her boyfriend's last night. And I know she wants to chat to me. And she said, let me know when you finish. I was like, yeah, it'll be 11 o'clock. And she's probably dying to tell me all the latest gossip. And I'm busy. See, this one came out nicely. That one would be nice there. Pop some leaves in places. Nice leaf there. Sort of bring that up a little bit, that side as well. I think so far the blue's my favourite, but that was always going to be the case, wasn't it? Because I do love teals and blues. So that's no surprise there, really. Nearly done, I think. Just pop this one. No, I think that's overkill if I do that one. Let's pop this die back before, oh, and this die before I lose it. Okay, two slightly different. What are we thinking? Do you like this? Hi Carla, how are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. There we go, Lynn, look. Glue is back on. There we go. Okay, so splats, and then we need a sentiment. Now, I've got a brush here. I actually used these a little bit earlier, so shouldn't... Oops, oops, caught that. Let's put this one aside for a moment. And do some gold splats. Now, these look dark when they first go on, but as they dry, they become more shimmery. So they'll definitely pick up. Oh, a bit much there. Right, brush that all off, as much back into the pot as possible, because that is a beautiful ink. It's actually a calligraphy ink. It smells really strong as well, but it's nice. Sorry Lou, can't choose a favourite, love them both. Blue girl, but love the red. Oh, I think we're going to be torn today. Okay, and then white on this one. Oh, I'm really glad I put the water all over the background of that and helped it blend in. I could have done more like sanding back the embossing or putting some white ink over it, but I didn't. So. Now this is a calligraphy ink again, but this is Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. Make sure I get the name right. Used to use it a lot when I was doing hand lettering. It's one of the only whites that stayed white and showed up really, really well. And I've still got loads left. It does settle in the pot, so that little bit of liquid you can see is actually just sitting on top of the much more solid paint underneath. So I usually give it a spray of water every now and then give it a squirt of water and mix it up. Just the top bit, the bit that I'm going to use. Okay, I will add a few additional little pearls and things to those, but let's think about sentiments. Move you to the side. How are we doing? Much better, thanks Lou. Flu nearly gone. Oh, good. Honestly, there's so much going around at the moment. It's really sad. Okay, so I think the word Noel in gold is going to be beautiful. Yeah. And joy, peace, love, season's greetings. Is that all one? No. Joy, peace, love. Oh, if I can get them off, they're really good stamps and they're stuck to the back. Obviously, I've not used this set yet. Or I have. Maybe I've got two sets. That often happens. I get sent some that are more like tester pieces. Joy, peace, love, and Noel. Okay, so both of these I'm going to treat the same. And that's going to be, bear with me if I can find some. Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are. Stamped onto vellum and heat embossed. Pop you two to the side. I need to bring in my, actually I'll have to put this up here for a moment. Bring in my stamping platform. Oops. Who's heat embossed onto vellum before, or parchment? Might even just be tracing paper, I'm not sure. Such a pretty effect. Okay, so we need anti-static bag first, just in case. Need to prep stamps because they're brand new, so I'm just using my pencil eraser on these because they're quite fine. Just got to be careful not to lift them back off. There we go, all prepped. Then I need to find, there it is, my embossing ink, and where are you? Gold embossing powder. Ooh, yeah, gold. Let's just stick with the two colours for now on each card. Lovely, thank you. Blue looks almost vintage, Jeanette. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm pleased with them so far. That white paint is taking a little while to dry. It will take a little while to dry. This is reduced, by the way. Did you see it? Well, it was yesterday on Craft Stash. Did anyone else see? There we go. They had their tools. Lots of the Craft Stash tools were reduced. It said up to 50%. I think there was one of them that was like 50% off, but the rest of them had a reduction. And that pressure tool had £1 something off. It's under £5 and it's like £4 something, I think. Just silly prices for something that I use literally on a daily basis. I think it's brilliant value, and it's teal, which I love. Okay, tap that all into there. Despite me using the anti-static bag, that's a bit of, I don't know, fur, fluff, hair. Amount of animals I have around here, it could be anything. Okay, it's not too bad. I just need to heat that. Just carefully touch up the edges there. Right, let's heat set this. It's such a pretty effect, heat embossing on parchment, vellum, any of these. Like I say, even if you get a decent tracing paper, you still get the same sort of look. Look, it heats so quickly. That's done. That is done. Okay, now, because I really don't feel like cutting out the Peace, Love, Joy a lot, I'm going to trim it into a strip. Bring my trimmer in. And what I like, look, with vellum, you can see exactly where you're trimming. So it'd be that angle. Yeah, it needs to be at a slight angle. And then a bit further down, like that. Oh, I've got white paint on that, but I'm going to cut that one out anyway. They're just pretty, just so pretty. So, oh, do you know what? I might have to cut that out. That's actually quite nice. I think that's quite pretty. So I think what I'm going to do, I know it's covering up some of the flowers, but I think it's okay. I'm just going to mark down there. Oh, how am I going to wrap that round? That's going to have to go round to the back of the card, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to have to trim this straight along the edge. Sorry. I would wrap that round there, and then I would probably put another back panel on the card, an inside panel. So I've gone and done it now, haven't I? Right. little bit lower down. That's pretty. That is pretty. So what I'd probably do, what I'm going to do is I will add some glue here. I should have thought about this, and I shouldn't have glued on my matte layer, the blue one, until the end. So I'm just going to glue that there. I will put a back panel on this one. I will then also, I need to do the inside anyway because of that stickiness. So I need to find my sticky eraser, and I'll put an insert on this. So glue that down as well. Pop an insert in there. Probably a blue one, a blue insert as well, so it all matches, or like this teal colour. Yeah, so I'll worry about that bit later. That's not very exciting crafting that. This isn't straight. Let's bring that down. I think I can now. There we go. So there's one. Now this one I'm going to fussy cut out. Okay, love the blue with vellum. Thank you. I would cut the front off the blue card as you've marked the inside panel anyway. I know. I probably just need a whole new card base for that, Lynn. Like I say, the inside was where I put it round in the embossing folder and it got stuck. Thank you, Adele. See you next week, hopefully. 2 fabulous cards. Can't choose one. Thanks for the inspiration. Great morning. Have a nice day. And you, Marie. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm going to trim this out. It's only 4 letters, so it shouldn't take me too long. And then you can all go and get on with your day. But hopefully I've given you some sort of festive inspiration. Just a little bit. And I've got 2 more cards almost made. I will put finished photos up later. And thank you, as always, for being here. What would we like to do next week? Does anyone have any ideas? Things you might like to see? Anything you're struggling with? Need some ideas or inspiration for? Let me know. I mean, you could message me. I'm really terrible at getting back to my messages, by the way. Really bad. I don't check Facebook Messenger, so it comes onto a different, if any of you know on Facebook, you can't obviously message on YouTube. On Facebook, it comes onto a different like program, your messages, into the business suite, and I'm really bad at checking that. So apologies for anyone who I don't get back to very quickly. But yeah, drop me a message and hopefully I'll see it before next week if you can think of anything you might like me to show or share. That's pretty, isn't it? I like that. So I'm just going to add glue only to a little bit behind where the actual embossing is. Now what I found, this bookbinding glue was out of stock from Craft Stash. If it's back in, it's brilliant. It doesn't really show through vellum once it's dry, which is great. Let's grab it from this end. Noel. Press all that down. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Thank you, Rosalind. Different to choose a favourite. I know. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'll cut the back off. Yeah, I'll just add it to another base. I'll get that. So I won't let you sit and watch while I do that. But thank you all so, so much. Sorry I missed the live. Don't worry, Bonner. Don't worry, Debbie. Debbie Bonner. Thank you so much, Helena. Julie Brown, teal and blue is your favourite. Red looks warm and festive. Yeah, it does. Thank you. Just check I haven't missed anything. Got to go off for ladies' lunch. Very nice, Tez. Enjoy. Paula, you chose the splats the other way round. And Kobe, you're loving both so far. Thank you so much. Well, like I say, I hope I've inspired some of you to do something festive. Hopefully now the only festive thing on there really, the poinsettia embossing folder, and of course the stamps. I will find out where those stamps are from and I will post them in the comments. Gold on red, blue, white, red, gold. Everyone's sort of choosing different ones. Any idea if the floral folk art bundle will be coming back? I'm waiting on the new bundle to arrive. Not having to wait so long for happy now. I don't know. I must admit, I'm not sure on the floral folk art whether that's coming back or not. So, yeah, a new battery for his Milwaukee. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could do with one as well, actually, for around the house because he takes them all off with him. Thank you, everybody. Any details, like I say, I will post in the comments. Thank you for joining me. And, yeah, let me know what you'd like to see next week. So have a really good week, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you.